In this video, I will discuss the personality traits of self-made millionaires. Let us investigate where it all begins and what drives people to become billionaires at a much earlier age. So when it comes to this subject, I'm acquainted with or have interacted with a few or so self-made billionaires in their 20s. And the great thing is that most of them have a very common personality trait, despite how they obtained their money. It is important to understand the similarities that all of these people possess and how you may start adopting these to your own life right now. The very first thing I've observed is that they are all in a hurry. There is no tomorrow, no next week, and no next month. The most important time is now, right now. Nothing great happens tomorrow that you can't begin now. Thinking you'll go about anything tomorrow, next week, or next month, it is a certain way to kill everything you want to do and never get around to it. Nothing great has always come from waiting for the perfect moment to do something or the perfect chance to present itself. It just never occurs. What I've learned is that there is no such thing as the perfect timing to do something or a proper time to make anything happen. The only perfect time you have is right now. So if you wait for everything to fall into place for a great chance to show itself right in front of you, you'll be waiting your whole life and never get to it. What I've noticed is that if you want to do something, you basically have to make that happen now rather than waiting for someone to stack up, since it never does. And you'll just be sitting and waiting for all these external factors to fall into place in your favor, which never occurs. So if there's anything you've been wanting to do but have been waiting for the appropriate moment, the greatest time to accomplish it is right now. Now, having that feeling of urgency is just what it takes to have the momentum going the right way to get you started on what you want to achieve. And this is one of the personality traits that I've observed from self-made millionaires. The second personality trait I've seen is that they don't mind delayed gratification. They're fine with deferring instant gratification in exchange for a longer-term picture with a higher reward in the end. But it seems like so many people simply want the quick fix, a shortcut, and the quickest method to obtain what they want. But I've discovered that the kind of individuals that are happy with delayed gratification are often the type who are more patient and are good at suffering through anything, because they see life as a game of strategic chess rather than just bowling a fast strike. Children were given the option of eating one marshmallow right away or wait for 15 minutes and enjoy 2 marshmallows. When these children were traced later in life, it was discovered that those who were willing to accept the delayed gratification of waiting 15 minutes for 2 marshmallows had a better life outcome. Not only in terms of test scores or academic performance, but also in their capacity to handle stress and frustration, as well as simply being healthier individuals in general. The fact is that you will frequently have to work for a long period without any type of acknowledgement, recognition, or reward until you achieve success. If you seek immediate satisfaction and a quick fix, it's quite tempting to give up after you've been trying extremely hard and have not yet gotten anything in return. Delaying gratification here will make it much more enjoyable when you're completing all the effort required in the beginning, since you're focusing on the long-range view rather than simply what you can gain right now. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions about investing. Let's return to the video. The third personality attribute I've noticed is that they don't make excuses. This is a pretty important one, and I highly encourage that if you're watching this, at the very least, watch this one portion all the way through, since I guarantee it's worth it. And this is one of the most important things I'm going to cover so far. The harsh fact is that you must take responsibility for your life. You and only you are accountable for your success, and no one owes you anything. This is something I've observed a lot. I can determine who is going to be very successful and who isn't, based only on the sort of comments they make. I can't take it when people tell me I can't do something because of ABC. I can't do it because I'm not good at it. I can't do it because it's too aggressive. There are too many individuals doing it. I can't do it because I'm making excuses. And that's the truth. It isn't that they can't do it, they can. It's just that they're making excuses in their heads to justify why they don't want to take an opportunity to make it happen. There is no explanation. The only reason is that you're too nervous to attempt anything, and you're reasoning everything to make yourself appear better about being too fearful to try something new. If you really want something badly enough, you'll find a way to get it. If it's too difficult, you'll find a method to stand out. If you don't know how to accomplish anything, you will discover a method of making it happen. There should be no reason you will always make excuses from now on. If you find yourself making excuses at this point, check yourself and remember there is no excuse. And then ask yourself, what else can I be doing with my time right now besides making excuses and reasons why I can't do something? I don't want you to get the wrong picture since we're all guilty of this. I've caught myself several times making silly excuses for things that do not matter. And then I realized why I am giving an excuse. Where is this actually coming from? And what should I be doing rather than making a silly excuse that has no real basis at all? I'm just giving excuses for myself, and I totally get it. And when you actually think about it, you will realize just how silly the excuse was. Do you really believe Grant Cardone out there giving excuses why he can't do something? No, those guys never make excuses. They simply go. They make it happen. The fact is that you have complete power over what you do. And as I previously stated, you are solely responsible for your own success. The fourth personality trait, try to realize that they consider everything as a learning opportunity and that nothing ever goes smoothly. Nothing ever works out perfectly, but instead of failing or having things not go with a plan and then wondering, oh no, it didn't exactly work out, what am I going to do? Instead, they consider how they can learn from this, how they can develop from it, where they went wrong, and how they can take personal accountability if there is something they could do better in the future. It's all about minimizing the same mistakes again and again. If you manage to learn from your mistakes, it's never truly a failure in the first place. Of course, we've always had things go wrong, but how you manage them predicts how you'll handle other situations in the future. It's also critical not to take things personally. If a situation doesn't work out, if it fails, if it doesn't work out like you intended, very seldom, if ever, does it have anything to do with you as a person. It might simply be a bad delivery from your end. It is possible that you might have handled something better or that you did not even know enough about it, but it's very seldom. Just like I said, if ever it has anything to do with you as an individual, if a situation will not work out, don't take it personally. Because I promise you can get better eventually as you do it more and more frequently and as you gain experience. The fifth personality trait I've observed is that they are hyper-focused. They don't try anything for a week, then try it for several weeks, then try it again. Or they decide that it's not for them and they want to explore something else. And they go from idea to idea. What they usually do is take one thing, concentrate on it, and that's all they do. They concentrate on doing one specific thing very well. They know exactly what they need and the end they want to accomplish, and all that they do is focus on getting it done. It's critical that for whatever you do, you have a laser-like focus on achieving it. Now, I get how terrible analysis paralysis may be in the sense that you have so many various ideas in mind and things you might be doing that it's difficult to choose one. But the truth is that you're likely to have to select one. Try not to have too many tasks at once, since this will cause you to get disorganized. Instead of committing 100% on one task, which is what it takes, you'll give 20% for each task and they'll all suffer at the same time. So it's critical on what I've seen from each and every self-made billionaire that I've noticed that they have one task that they are capable on doing well. Therefore, make sure you have that laser-like focus in all you do. Hope you have learned something from this video. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for you to be updated on our latest videos. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.